Sick of the same old chocolates for Christmas? Or maybe you are looking to snap those losing streak and tired of having less gold compared to your opponent. Don't worry, your Santa is here even though it's past Christmas. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are here to tell you how to have the highest farm out of anyone. What's the wait for? Let's get straight into it. Ho ho ho. Farming is one of the most important parts of the game. It is what helps you get the EXP and gold lead to get the wins you need, which helps you get your items to snowball in the early game or make a comeback in the late game. I will also be addressing all the roles as the video moves on, so this is your all-in-one package to master everything you need to know about farming. Let's start with the early game, as the start is always a great starting point. All of you laners have your roots, so just head to your lanes. If the jungler is on your side, just give him a skill or two so that he can rotate to your lane faster. Roam always starts with your jungler. Your name is not babysitter, it is called roamer for a reason. By starting with the jungler, not only are you getting more opportunities to roam, but you can also establish map control from the early game. If you go to the gold lane as soon as the game starts, the only thing you can do is maybe push the minions away. How is that even going to benefit your gold laner? For the jungler, the route you pick means everything until the first turtle. You can either rotate towards your EXP lane into the turtle, or you can rotate into the gold lane for a gank and then proceed to the turtle. The lane you want to gank totally depends on you, but there are a few upsides and downsides to both. If you gank the EXP lane, you will be early for the turtle. And if you manage to take down the enemy EXP laner, securing the turtle becomes easier because they are one man down. They won't be able to participate and your objective is secured, which might put you in the lead. The downside is that your gold lane might get ganked, and you might trade your gold laner for their EXP laner if they gank the gold lane first. If you gank the gold lane first, you can secure the enemy gold laner, and you might also engage in a fight with the enemy jungler in the gold lane because it is the most ganked lane. The downside here is that even if you take down the enemy gold laner and get ahead in gold lane and EXP, the chances of you going into 4v4 at the turtle fight are high because your ally gold laner cannot join the fight. This makes your objective much tougher. So which one do you choose? Both options come with their upsides and downsides. Well, it's pretty simple. Look at the enemy team. Which lane has a higher late game scaling hero? Gank that lane. While the turtle is very important objective in solo queue, it is better to shut down late game scaling heroes early. Even if the turtle fight becomes harder, you will still have the gold and EXP lead, which should theoretically gives you better odds against the enemy jungler. So look at both lanes, weigh the advantages and disadvantages, identify which heroes on the opposite side has better scaling, and choose your route. If you are going to the EXP lane, it's pretty easy for you to choose your route. Go with the Litho Wanderer side, take the buff, then take the small camps if your roamer is setting it up for you. If not, then take the Litho Wanderer, head to the opposite buff and take the buff or the small camp first. If the EXP lane is at the bot, take Riki and then the red buff. If it's at the top, take the purple buff and then the small camp. If the EXP lane is at the bot, don't leave the fire beetle. It should get you to level 4. In both scenarios, you are being as efficient as possible to get to level 4 and farm. Now go for the gold and EXP lane. For the gold lane, your primary focus should be farming and winning trades. The early game is the foundation of your late game success. To achieve this, prioritize last hitting minions for maximum gold efficiency. Avoid unnecessary fights unless you have a clear advantage or your jungler or roamer comes to help. Be mindful of your positioning. Don't overextend, especially if you don't have vision of your enemy jungler. Try to freeze them whenever you can. You follow these two methods to do so. You can either freeze the lane towards your turret or in the middle. You can freeze them towards your turret when you are either a weak laner or a bit behind in gold. It's a nice way to get the lead you need. You can freeze it in the middle when you are snowballing and you want your enemy to be punished. You can do the same thing in the EXP lane too, so please do it whenever you can. In the gold lane, use your skills wisely to poke the enemy gold laner while still maintaining enough resources to sustain through trades. Remember, as the gold laner, your power spike often comes later in the game. So don't take unnecessary risk that could set you back. If you manage to outfarm the enemy gold laner, you will carry the momentum into the mid game. In the EXP lane, if gold is what you need, you can do the same thing as gold laner. But if you are not really a scaling hero, then rotate. Please rotate. Staying in one lane harms your whole team a lot. Keep rotating but never miss waves. Come back by the time your wave is back. You shouldn't miss them at all. If you wanna know more about EXP lane rotation, check out this video. Junglers should focus on securing objectives while continuing to gank and farm efficiently. Gold laners should capitalize on their early game farming to dominate fights, while EXP laner act as frontliners and initiators. Roamers meanwhile should focus on peeling for carries and maintaining vision control, especially around critical objectives like the Lord. In the late game, every decision matters. Junglers must prioritize securing the Lord and avoid risky plays that could lead to a game-ending death. Gold laners should position safely during fights, focusing on consistent damage output, while EXP laners maintain pressure on enemies and protect their teammates. Roamers should peel for damage dealers and ensure the enemy cannot capitalize on misplays. Remember, farming is a means to an end. Prioritize objectives, adapt your strategy based on the game, and maintain minimap awareness at all times. With these tips, you will be outfarming your opponents and leading your team to victory. Keep practicing, stay sharp, and dominate the battlefield. I know I haven't covered the mid lane yet, and there are many other tips I haven't included. Please stay tuned for part 2, it's already in the works. The video focuses mainly on side laners and junglers because their roles are closely connected. I will dive deeper into mid lane play and roaming in the next video, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Check out our community tab for more information about our giveaways. I know you want to grab yourself that free hunter skin. So guys, what do you think? Will you be using these tips? What other tips would you like to add? Comment down all your answers below. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.